Okay. Shrink the X term right now. That's okay. All right, let's. Excuse me, my eyeballs itch. All right, so tonight we are answering questions live in chat. So if you have a question, holler, let us know. I've got the chat up. And while we're doing that, I am going to start on a an Ansible Git repo essentially to build a Pixie server and create a VM and boot that off of a an ISO. So the first thing I want to show off tonight is this. We will be using this service tonight called find.com, along with some actual real guides on how to do Pixie booting. We're gonna see how they do. So we're gonna test. All right, so we need to get down because the first playbook we need to make is one. Pixie boot essentially. This area. So let's flip a VS Code. Let's take a gander at a different. Make vm.yaml. I want to copy. So actually we need another file. New file, not in there. Pixie boot. So manage Pixie services. We won't gather facts. This is going to run on localhost. First task. Let's go down here. It's 10. Tasks. Move VS Code up because we're going to spend a lot of time there. It's actually bad. Put this up here. Should make it. Okay. Actually, I guess we just need to leave this up. We don't really need to see anything. This is our first task. Check something real quick. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. All right. So this first piece is basically making sure that EPEL is installed on our Pixie server. And our next section will be to install the DNS mask package. So this is going to provide DNS and DHCP services, supposedly. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Space is always in YAML. Tons of spaces. Let's say hi in chat and see if it works. Hi in chat. kinda long. Okay, that went through. That's groovy, and this one is garbage. All right, so now we've got the DNS mask piece in. Make this bigger. Let me know if you guys can see okay or not. See, speak a little. All right. So there's first two tasks, and then we need to configure configure DHCP and TFTP services in DNS. Use template module to copy DNS mask comp to file etc. Let's check the source on this. So this is something I really like cool about this is there's a source button. You can review the sources. I'm already seeing how this big fail boat. Look at this website, yo. This is one of the sources that find.com is referencing. I mean, this info might be pretty good, but you know what? We're only doing this once, so let's do this instead. Let's just configure Pixie on our machine. And we're going to use our Linux server, so you guys can see this. Blah, blah, blah. Here we go. So the first thing we need is BSFTPD. Should have access to. Yep, there we go. And then we got to turn it on. Now I got to configure it. All right, what do we got here? They say anonymous enable. Yes, allow anonymous FTP. Yeah, that's fine here because it's internal. So sweat that. Local login, no. Write enable, no. Local UMass 022, that's fine. We're gonna leave it on upload off. Error message enable, yes. All the anon steps we're leaving off. X for login. Log enable, yes. Connect from, yes. You may override where the log jumble. Leave that alone. For standard format, yes. FTP banner. Set our banner. Timeouts. Skip, skip, skip. Go. Welcome to the sysadmin YouTube FTP service. Yeah. Listen, yes. Listen IPv6, no, because we're not using IPv6. PEM service. Got some other. So they've got PAM service VST. Yep. There. You're listening with TCP wrapper. Yes. To add these extra. V. Grab this. Change that to 192.168.2.1.2 because that is ours. Cool. Now let's configure some firewall rules. Let's open up those ports we just put in our firewall. And there we go. That is done. And then we just gotta restart the SFTP service. Boom. Done. Now, EFTP server. Sure, that service. So, yum install or df install EFTP -server. Make sure I type. Hopefully the music isn't too loud, but hopefully you can hear it. I think the music kind of gives it a. And it should be free. Told it's free. Might mute this entire live stream and then we'll nuke it. So let's enable TFTP and start. Per these instructions. It's a pretty decent guide. I will put a link in the description. Again, should this serve. Now we want to install curl, which should be on here. Curl is pretty important. We are going to download not CentOS 7, but Rocky. So go get the. I have the ISO. Just do curl -o paste. That's not what I wanted. -o paste. Bang. Now that's going to take a little while. We probably could have just grabbed the minimal. DVDs usually. So if you're curious, we are using this guide right here from listnet.net or listnet.com from 2021. Pretty new, so I feel pretty confident. Right here at the download, they're doing CentOS 7, so it'll work fine. We're gonna go for about an hour. I do technically now have a permanent camera fixture that's nicer. As you can see, I have my regular phone is in my hand. Chikawa is not with us, sadly, so we're just gonna miss out on some Chikawa time. And while that's going, I'm gonna take a look at a couple of things. Cool. So that is moving and shaking. Everything looks good on the stream. I just wanted to check that real quick. Now, while that is going, actual playbook I want to make. Should let's open another session on pretty sure, yeah, this was our good test VM, so copy that on get this dumped in thing. State powered on. So we're going to change a couple of things in here. We're going to set this. So that we look a little bit fancier. That folder is fine. That is fine. This is going to become a very... That's fine. Disk size 100. Thin. Yep. We are going to switch our default memory to 6. So that's that. This is going to be this type. Can I? CP. It's under networks. Sure it's connected. DNS servers 192.168 30.2. MAC addresses, optional. No type. Technically that's the default, but we're putting in. Register deploy. See if that registers. I'm gonna nuke those last two. I don't think I really need these for right now, so we're gonna trim them. Okay. There's that. It's gonna have DHCP. It's fine. That's yes, I changed. See if we can set it for. So start. Linux. We can do Debian, we can do CentOS, we can do Asia, Morrowind, hey Chickawa, generic, Mandrake, OpenSUSE, Oracle Linux, Oracle 7, 8, it was 2 other SLES, kernel Windows. That guess. I cannot. What is Senate is CentOS 8. Close enough. Underscore guest. That done. There. Hopefully it keeps playing. All right, so that will build our virtual machine. We need it to. Well, it's gonna pixie boot. First boot. Boot firmware. If y'all don't know the glory that is sweet tea, you miss it. Okay. Add a chance to change the room. This. Sure will. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Wait a minute. Alt Shift. Nope. Yeah. There we go. I remembered. Change this to host. Password. Data center. Data center. Name is still boot delay, blah 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 blah. BIOS boot order. We are going to set it. Cut that up and clean the white space. So there's our boot order modified. And then we're not booting off floppies. It's gonna be powered on. That should be fine. Okay, that are very. Validate cert. SXI host equal 192.168 20.2 user boot and VM name. And you don't add a colon here because it will add it for you. Go. Might need to set this to leave our hosts file. Here, let's see how our download is. 87% there, so we're moving right along. Here. I'm just that push. Go. Now, if we gonna go check that my get got all of its stuff pushed. Cool. Where's the other place? Because I didn't commit both files. Fresh. There it is. Clone. Git clone lit. There we go. And there's our playbook we just wrote. Can't see it. Turn that off. And there's our playbook we just wrote. So as you can see, this other window, we did a git clone on the repo we had just made and updated in VS Code. Grabbed our files and we put them in this folder called Ansible Playbooks, which is the name of the Git project. That's a nice way that it keeps everything. You can put things. So if you do a Git like that, it will put things in a folder with this name on it. If you do this, it'll put things in your current working folder without adding an extra folder. Important to know if you're trying to balance and level some things. So now that we've got that, we should technically be able to run it, and it should create us a virtual machine. So let's give it a shot. Ansible playbook, new VM. Gonna ask us what the VM we want to call is. Yep. Testy McTestface. Let's see if it fails. Unable to reach. SSH. Oh, I have SSH disabled again. So let me check. Probably because I shut it down. Oh my goodness. Block. Yep. So we need to go to this host. We need to manage it. Enable this. Yep. Extern here. And let's try that again. Permission denied. Oh, we were having that problem before. What did I have to do? Weird, because if I go SSH root at 192.168.20.2, no problem. Lets me right in. There's the layout of an ESXi hosts hard drives for this configuration. Now, how did I fix that last time? Unreachable true. Let's go to our main hosts file here. We do have an ESXi in there. We have those. I don't even think it used. Check our download real quick. And it is done. Cool. So we're good there, but I want to make sure this playbook works further. Oh, what was that error message? Add some verbosity. Let's see where we get stuck. Permission denied. Ansible, SSH, permission denied. Okay. Feel like there's another service. In. Do. So supposedly this will work. This is weird. Oh. So look clean. Now let's test it. Yep, that worked fine. This. Ooh. I don't have requests on. I thought we had requests. No Python interpreters found it. That's getting in. Oh, that's right. I modified my VLANs for some stupid reason. So this has snap. Paste in it. Space in. I don't know what. I was like, oh, I'll be more organized. This will be a good idea. It was not a good idea. Also, I changed one other line. I set this hosts to localhost, and that seems to work. So let's run it again. Test 102. There you go. Building a VM. It's not building a VM. We had some problem. Unsupported parameter for VMware Guest Boot Manager module data center. That's weird. Made it though. It errored, but it made it. And it's booting up. It's trying to pixie boot, but there's. So it works. We have our VM, as you can see right here. Test one. Delete this bit. Goodbye. And get back to our. Configuration of our Pixie Boot server to get that Pixie Boot. Not using that. Downloaded it. Now we need to make a directory. mkdir-p mnt iso var ftp. Mount the image and copy its content. Mount. That's not MT. That's fine. dp-prv. Mount. SF star. var ftp pub pixie rookie. And that's gonna groove along for a second. So basically, what we're doing is copying everything off the ISO into the folder for the Pixie Boot server, so that it can offer it up to the virtual machine when it boots off the network. we'll try to stay here at least long enough to get it to boot once off of the network and at least pull that. We won't do any of the... We'll do as much of the kickstart as we can. It should be pretty simple. Kickstart files contain answers to all the questions normally asked by CentOS installation program. By providing a prepared kickstart file when installation begins, we can perform deployments automatically. This is a kickstart file of FTP 16 gig hard drive required. As far as I know, I can kind of take that. I don't have any problem with it either. Because most of what I think happened should be no big deal. So here's what we'll do while this is downloading. Person's work. Copy it. Bring up VS Code. We'll go to our workspace for Ansible playbooks. Create a new file called rocky8-ks.cft. Okay. Paste this. Install auth enable shadow pass cycle SHA 512. That's 4L. This is going 192.168.31.2 pub pixie or rocky 8 graphical keyboard. This is probably yes. System language yes. ASCII Linux enforcing fine firewall enable SSH first boot disabled network This is not going to work. Need 168.20.2 and we'll go ahead and give it Google 8.8. Cool. Ignoring us using VDA. Okay. Root password. Root is encrypted. I have a feeling this is just something he typed. Let's see here. Or I should say they. I shouldn't say. I don't know who. Personally. Have a doc. They just put in a bunch of characters. Time zone. Let's do America, New York. MBR, check. Enable boot XFS size. So this one's using a 16 gig drive. We're using a 100 gig drive. So we need to tweak this just a little bit. Or let's just for right now, because this is a big change, let's just change our boot to make a 16 gig. That'll leave the rest of that alone. Package of minimal core, add-on, cut, disable, and that's it. Go. And then we will added kickstart. Push. There we go. Our changes are in. I'm a little concerned about this and this and this and this. So let's check that real quick. Keyboard. Here. Installation source. do this too. Don't really. Dash dash plain text. We're just doing the same thing. Next. EN-US. Okay, cool. US, that's right. Ray, I got it right. We're gonna call that good, and we're gonna see how we get there. Do. All right. Back to MOBA. We done downloading stuff? We are, cool. And back to our guide that we're following. That is awesome. Okay, copy the content and save it as. So we will cd dot git clone, or no, git fetch I think is on. Or I go into the folder, get up, or sorry, wrong. There we go. Let's see if it grabbed the new files. It did not. What is the command? There is a command to run to just grab updates. Git pull. No, that's not it. Error. Your local changes on the following files were rewritten by the merge. Oh. There we go. And then I think I had to change this. Un moment. Yes, yes. Updates. All right. If I had SSH keys configured like I should, I wouldn't have to put in my username. Sort of. What? It didn't grab any of the changes from my other file. Did I push those changes? All right, now I push those changes. This is a good way to learn to memorize your password. Record. I don't want this recorded. All right. Anyway. Double check. We're going 50 minutes. We got about 10 minutes to go. So we're going to move that to cp/var ftp pub. Now, what I really should do is make it a symbolic link. Updated in the playbook for any reason will be updated over here. But for now, we'll just do a copy. Pixie. Probably. Var ft sub bang. Yep. And then we need to install syslinux. And we got that, and that is where we are going to stop. So I do appreciate everybody tuning in, but my wife is currently in Japan and she that. So we are going to call it here. We are really close to being able to pixie boot, so we will hopefully get that done next time.